Aloha, this is Steve Roby backstage at the Kahilu Theater with Augie T, comedian Augie T. Aloha, Augie.
What's up, man? How you,
All
brother?
right. Good to see you.
Same, man.
Thanks for doing this interview.
Oh, thank you for interviewing me.
When did you first realize that you had the gift of comedy and could make people laugh?
Shoot, I think the first time I saw stand-up was in the 4th grade. I saw Andy Bumatai, and I was blown away. And I was like, that's what I want to become when I grow up. I just thought it was so fascinating that someone could tell something and get the kind of response he was getting. I was like mesmerized. Yeah, man, it just blew me away, and I was like determined to.
So you kept it on from there?
Yeah,
huh?
I would listen to Bill Cosby, George Carlin, Booga Booga, Rap Replica, Andy Bumatai.
And this is 4th grade, huh?
Yeah, so I became a fan of collecting comedy records, and I would like listen and I would mimic, and I found out that I could mimic. I'm dyslexic, so I'm really bad at like writing stuff down, but I can retain a lot of stuff. So I would, do impressions, and it really taught me how to like get out of a lot of challenging situations. So I was like, ooh, this is beneficial.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get beat up from the guys in my neighborhood.
Some life lesson, huh?
Yeah, and finally kind of doing what I saw in the 4th grade, and I was making people laugh.
So were you the class clown?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was an athlete, so I was a boxer from the time I was 12 years old. I won the '85 Golden Gloves in Hawaii.
Damn.
But then I always went on stage whenever I can. I'm not gonna tell a story tonight, but a teacher that inspired me to enter some speech contests, because she said, look, I know that you have this gift.
Yeah.
You just don't know how to use it correctly, and I want you to enter this speech contest. So I entered this speech contest, and I'm winning. And then that was it. Like, I was gonna, do creative arts, go take drama. That was the kind of the path. But the seed that planted it was when I first saw Andy Bumatai live. That's why I think coming to live performances, like I'm doing one tomorrow in Hawaii Theater, and I'm inviting students, and because I think the arts does that, lights.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
and give kids awareness, that.
Absolutely, they need that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What does laugh with aloha mean?
After 2 years of so much divide and being quarantined, I just felt like
It's time to laugh.
Yes, we need it more than any time in the last maybe 10, 15 years, even after like 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody else, I was quarantined months before the whole thing. I decided that I was going to run for office and, focus on running for office. So I told everybody that I was going to take a step back so I can focus on like really learning about what I'm going to get myself into. And then like everybody else, I got locked up. But then I won an election during that time. But I realized, man, people just kind of contain. There's so much divide.
I know.
And and I'm a little older now, so the way I write things or the way I'm writing jokes now is totally different from.
It's a different world. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always conscious that I'm a city councilman 24 hours, 7 days a week. But at the same time, I'm still that same guy that love making people laugh. Love serving my community, and I thought it was important that people understand that you can serve your community and still do what you love doing. And I love comedy, and I felt like everybody else, after 2 years, it was time for me to make people laugh again.
Yeah. Do you find humor in politics?
No.
No?
No.
It's all pretty straightforward?
Yeah, I tried doing it a couple of times. People don't like it. I don't think people like political comedy. I don't think.
No, but I mean, do you see situations?
No, I find it so interesting. I love it because I know that I'm part of a process that I know I can make a difference. So that's like for me the biggest thing. That I'm in front of and listening to discussions on how we're going to tackle the homeless problem, how we're going to tackle affordable housing, how we're going to stop wasteful spending. And I don't know about you, but being 54 and doing comedy for 30 years and now really stepping outside the box and and learning and understanding. I tell myself every day, I'm so thankful because you can't teach old dog new tricks. You know, never went to school for any of this, but I've always been in the community, listening, helping, and I just feel like
Feels good.
I'm making, making a difference.
15 minutes. Okay. That was the stage manager giving us 15 minutes. So you've appeared in 4 movies, several TV shows. Was it hard to make the transition from stage to film?
You know, a lot of the characters that I was cast in, they allowed me to play me. So it's kind of cool, like, you know, different characters, but they wanted that Augie essence, that fun, happy local guy, no nonsense, innocent, right? And it's that character that I play on stage, believe it or not, you know, the innocent local guy.
Easy transition.
Easy transition. Nice. And, you know, like I said, I was introduced to the arts at a very young age, and I'm so thankful to Miss Murakami, my 8th grade teacher, for putting me on that path.
How do you spell her name?
Murakami, Murakami, Murakami.
Gotta get a shot. I gotta spell her name.
No.
Okay.
And you know, she loves her. I still see her, believe it or not. I see her, sorry, this stuff has a lot of
bubbles. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
You should add that in. You know?
Okay.
But I see her at like Ala Moana, and she still has the same Japanese perm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
You mentioned before you're celebrating 30 years of doing comedy in Hawaii this month.
Yeah.
So is there one show, one event, one particular that stands out in your mind that I'll never forget that?
You know, I've had so many fun and I've had so many victories on stage. And I also remember all the misery ones. I also remember the ones that I bombed at. But if you had to choose just one, it's 19 years ago when I filmed my very first DVD live from the Hawaii Theater, which I'm doing tomorrow. You know, that kind of put me on the map as far as the new local comic. And I honored the guys who paved the way for me. But I always felt like we have so much to offer here in Hawaii. Even though we're in the middle of the ocean, you know, we're taught or we're told that in order for you to be successful, you have to speak and look one certain way. And I always found that interesting because I always thought that what people appreciate most about our culture is the uniqueness. And I thought we had one story for tell.
Yeah.
So I never went away from being, you know, that local boy using the pidgin because I felt like I have something to say. I could care less whether or not you understand it if I'm doing it on mainland, because I think with the internet now, people are more open to suggestions. People are more open to like seeing something different.
For sure.
And when I did that DVD, that's what I wanted to do. It was my business card to the world. I just wanted to say, look, we're in the middle of the ocean. We have some funny stories to tell, and here I am.
Is the comedy scene on Oahu pretty vibrant?
Yeah.
Yeah? A lot of up-and-comers?
You know, that's the thing. I should be out there doing more. I just felt like, you know, this time around, you know, I'm in my second term as a city councilman. So I went and asked some sponsors, and I said, look, I'm going to do these shows. So I'm not really paying attention to what's out there. So I've been doing small shows prior to these shows. So I've done Pahala. I'm doing Kohala the Hub. I'm doing like all these small areas where people come into like community centers on plastic chairs, dressing up in Pahala, like laugh.
Yeah. I'll let you go. Last question.
No. I think we get that in time. I'm not.
You're very generous with your time, and I appreciate that. So what's on the horizon for you?
You know, I want to successfully, you know, finish these 2 terms, and then if God willing, people want me there, I'll run again. I'm not a guy that I set goals, but I'm not, you know, I'm also a realist that, you know, I work hard every day. I try not to overthink a lot of things or like overwhelm myself, because I gotta wear 3 hats. I do morning radio, then I go to city council, and then on the weekend I get to do this. But the most important thing is that I gotta still give time to my family. I just go day by day. I go day by day, and I take things in stride. I never ever.
Wow. I admire your energy and your.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, people always ask me, like, I go, man, when you enjoying, honestly, you've heard it.
Yeah,
when you really enjoy doing things that you love doing, you're tired, but like,
you're energized.
There's an amazing energy, and wearing the three hats is difficult. But I think if I can get it down, oh man, how inspiring that would be to tell people that if it's anything that I can do, is show people that you can serve and you should serve. You should get involved.
Of course.
In the way government spend their money. You should get involved when you see your community not moving the way you think it should.
Speak up.
Yeah. And you shouldn't think that, man, my life is so busy that you cannot. You can.
Good advice.
And that's how I live it. I live life to the fullest. Is it sometimes not healthy? Yeah, but like I'm enjoying every moment.
And enjoying the ride.
Every moment. That's right. That's right.
Augie, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you.
And have a great show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay.